Hey folks, it's me again, Kaiser Neko, and this is the episode breakdown. And today, we're going over episode 49. Now, before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to address a frequently asked question by the community. What is up with those black bars on the sides of your episodes? Well, those black bars are there because Dragon Ball was originally presented in a 4:3 aspect ratio. It's suited to traditional, standard definition televisions and not the widescreen 16:9 ratio that most shows utilize nowadays, and almost all films have been utilizing for the last many decades. Our Season 1 was in widescreen, utilizing the Orange Brick season sets released by Funimation, but the fact is, those sets are cropped. Funimation decided to crop the top and bottom of the footage while revealing a little bit on the left and right to present it in an aspect ratio that would better fit newer televisions. This is the same with the newer Blu-ray sets that have been released, which are upscaled and cropped versions of the original footage. Personally, I prefer seeing all of the footage, and don't care about fitting the entire screen. I want to watch and present the series as it's meant to be presented, not edited or cropped down. As such, I use the Japanese Dragon Box sets, which were graciously donated by Heath Hugio Cutler. Their visual quality is very similar to that of the American Dragon Boxes, and the closest you are going to get to the original masters. And that, kids, is why there are black bars on the sides of our episodes. Glad we could address that. Now, on to the breakdown with lip flaps. The first shot in this episode is Bulma here. She doesn't talk in this frame, but I just copied and pasted some of her flaps from later on in the shot. Now, this shot with Trunks is a peculiar case, and I run into occurrences like these from time to time. The original footage never has a fully closed mouth flap, and while that works for small fractured sentences, a full line of dialogue looks really awkward without it. So, I drew a fully closed flap. In this shot, I stole flaps from another scene with Bulma to make her smile here, along with the edit I made to her eyes. I also had to borrow and draw new flaps for her talking here. And these flaps for Vegeta are also from another shot entirely, as are Goku's here, Vegeta's here, and newly drawn flaps for Baby Trunks here and here. I redrew Vegeta's mouth here so he wouldn't be smiling. Yay for nested sequences, allowing me to easily zoom in on this shot of Trunks talking. Gohan's flaps here are taken from this shot, edited and pasted here, and Goku's flaps here and here are edited to remove his smile. With this shot of Popo's lips, I flipped them and then panned and zoomed them accordingly. I drew the flaps for Gohan here. Lastly, this shot of Vegeta, those flaps are taken from here and edited appropriately. Bam! All for lip flaps. Next up, visual edits. In this shot of Bulma looking over at Vegeta suggestively, I drew her eyes half open to help support the dialogue. In this shot here, we have the same filter I used for Goku Vision in the episode prior and pasted a moustache I drew over his upper lip. By the way, the official Moustache song is now available on Amazon, iTunes, and Google Play. I erased Popo's sweat drop in this shot, drew Cell's eyes closed for this shot, and finally, for the eye catch, I had Mark Swint draw me every single moustache you see except for the ones in these shots, which were drawn by Austin Rains, a longtime shirt artist for us. Woof! Not a lot in terms of visual edits this time, but let's see what we've got for fun facts. This episode is the first to be written by 4 people. In addition to myself, Takahata 101 and Lanny Pator, Kieran, Lord I'm Not Salty Moonstone Summerlade helped with the first draft of the script while Takahata 101 was out of town. Will he help with future scripts? We'll find out. Hey, this guy's name is Tom. Do you think he might be the same Tom from Piccolo's MySpace? Because if you do, you're right. That's him. We even almost had him say, "Name's Tom, friend me on MySpace," but we thought it would be too much. Why does Vegeta say moustache like he does? It's actually from Vegeta in the dub of Dragon Ball GT, where he specifically pronounces it in that distinct manner.
I shaved my moustache, you idiot!
This is the first episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged not to have a single Krillin line. Seriously, go back and watch them all. With the exception of specials and movies, he's in every single episode of the show, if you count each part of the season finale 3-parters as part of one episode, which we do. Mondo crazy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Thank you again for joining me for another episode breakdown. I'm currently working on the music video for the full Moustache song, as well as directing folk for episode 50. As for the full Moustache song, you can find links to it in the description below. Thank you all once again for your continued support. In between episodes, we always recommend our gaming channel. We also have a review of Resurrection F, which, another fun fact, I was in. So give the film and the review a watch for me. Have a good one, folks, and I'll see you next time.